Gratitude and compassion for the body. Find a nice place for your body to lie down or sit, where you can feel the weight of your body yield to the gravity. Noticing the contact of the whole back of your body, or just those places that are in contact. If you're sitting, mainly your feet, your bottom, part of your legs, and maybe a portion of your back and head. When you inhale, notice how the oxygen enters together with the air and is distributed throughout your body, in every corner, in every cell. When you exhale, let your body sink a little more into the surface where it is supported. When you inhale, oxygen. When you exhale, sink. We will try to generate a compassionate perspective towards the body, perspective of gratitude for all the work it does tirelessly, for the pleasures it produces in the day-to-day, and all along the history of life. Perspective of compassion for its limitations, for the exhaustion that it suffers over time, for the deficits that it may experience. Compassion for the illnesses it suffered or suffers, and for the pain that it endures. If it is not possible to generate these feelings of gratitude and compassion towards the body, direct your attention to the part or parts of you that prefer not to exceed this kind of feeling, parts that maybe experience other kinds of feelings, and see what these parts of this part desire for you. What is this part's intention limiting this benevolent glance towards the body? Or perhaps what it desires to prevent? Which feelings or emotions or stories this part tries to prevent you from coming in contact with? So ask the parts if it's possible then to move to a corner of your mind at a little distance, and if they can loosen that prohibition or that advice, so that you can continue to explore with benevolence and affect towards the body. And if this is not possible, you can still continue this meditation using it as a body scanner to become aware of the parts of your body. And you can even abandon the exercise and come back to it later when the time is right. And if there is any part of your body that is particularly difficult for you because of an unpleasantness towards it, or because of some incident, any accident you've suffered, any illness, an injury that makes this kind, compassionate relationship more difficult. Consider that these are also parts that are trying to make these things easier for you, perhaps by preventing you from contacting such experiences that may have been painful for you. Perhaps you can ask these parts to give you a chance and see what would happen if you could simply validate the effort they are making and remaining integrated with the rest of the body and continuing to perform their biological, emotional, functional role so that you can adhere to life in the fullest way as possible. And if that is not possible, you can always shift your attention to these parts just to take note of their presence in the context of your body and be grateful that the parts allow you to do so. And if not, you can always leave this exercise for when things are more mature, for when it is possible. Now, take an internal look at your head, this shell, where there are organs as important as your brain, this organ that governs all the other organs of the body, that receives stimuli that might have a meaning of danger or of security, makes you know if some action needs to be taken. It allows you to think, create, plan, feel all kinds of emotions, anger, fear, joy, sadness, love. Thank the brain, its tireless work, and continue to notice the small organs of the face, so small and so important, such as the eyes. Be compassionate in case the eyes are sometimes tired of seeing so many things and need to close. Thank them for all the visual experiences, things you don't like that you'd better stay away from, and also wonderful images, landscapes, artworks. Be grateful when your gaze crosses with the gaze of another loved one, the one of a child, or that of a person asking for your help. Your gaze allows this deep attunement is established. Go on. Be grateful to your nose that allows you to capture the smells you like the most, who allows you to filter out all the microorganisms, the dust that would not be beneficial for the rest of the body. Go on with your attention towards the mouth that savors, tastes, that can provide so much pleasure sometimes, or keep you from eating foods that could be harmful for you. Notice how your jaws help you chew, prepare food so that the rest of the digestive system can digest them. Thank your lips for this infinite sensitivity with which you can take a small sip from a very thin glass, or give a kiss to a loved one, or on the skin of a baby. Thank your ears, noticing the sounds, the music that make you move away from places that could be stressful or make you feel integrated into nature. And continue inside your neck with its capacity for movement so that you can orient your head towards stimulus. Go on with your attention, reaching the shoulders that connect your arms with the rest of your body, that allow you to carry bags, load yourself with things that you need to carry, and be grateful for your arms that can flex to bring things closer to you, to also bring bodies closer to you. Give hugs. Bring the bodies of loved ones closer to your heart so that you can vibrate together. Thank your arms for this and be compassionate if sometimes they don't manage to do everything you propose, if they don't have enough strength to continue working. Can you feel gratefulness for your hands? There are many small joints so that they can pick up small things such as grains of sand with such sensitivity. for being able to write, to cook, paint, caress a pet, caress the skin of the one you love, comfort a grieving person, and be compassionate towards these hands that sometimes are tired. Now go back with your attention, returning to your neck, and from there, trace your entire spine, as it is a large part of your body, giving support to the whole torso, joining the rib cage, supporting the whole rib cage. Which includes so many important organs, which holds together all the soft tissues of your lungs, breathing, holding your beating heart, your stomach, assimilating, digesting, bringing necessary substances to the existence and life of all your cells. And be grateful to your pelvis that helps you to be able to sit, meeting with loved ones, family, friends, and within the pelvis, notice the organs, which are the reproductive ones, that may have contained a fetus while it was developing and have allowed to build that visceral relationship, that bond, perhaps until giving birth to this being who is your son or your daughter, or that perhaps has stopped at some point. Be compassionate with these organs that may have stopped the gestation, perhaps because that being was not viable, or just because your organism was suffering. Maybe you can be grateful to that spermatozoid which reached the organism of a woman and has developed into a fetus or a baby. And be compassionate towards all the other spermatozoids which didn't arrive to meet that body. And be grateful towards those sexual organs which have maybe given you pleasure during your life and still are. Have compassion for their limitations and be grateful for all the pleasurable sensations they bring. Now, thank your legs with all their joints and how they allow you to sit, stand, walk, maybe climb. Transport yourself from one place to another. Allow you maybe to run, do sports. Notice how all the parts of your body are coordinated so that you can move. Appreciate your body, your legs, and be compassionate. If your body cannot reach certain intensities, cannot take you where you would like due to its limitations, appreciate your feet. Remember the contact of your feet with grass or with water and sand. Notice your toes, how they allow you to maintain balance. Be grateful to them and thank the stillness that your body can reach, that brings peace to your mind. Continue to ensure 2 or 3 more breaths, and finally place your hands where you notice that this gratitude is more intense, where this compassion springs up, and perhaps you want to keep at your body and mind the memory of this gratitude, of this compassionate gaze, and carry it with you for the rest of the day or the next few days of the week.